Spoiler warning. This article contains spoilers for Season 2 of Only Murders in the Building. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Christine Koh shared that she loves portraying Nina Lin on Hulu's Only Murders in the Building because Nina is a fleshed-out character. The actor explained, "I love that John Hoffman, the show's creator, gave Nina so much range in just one season. These are the type of characters I love playing because it shows their human side." The minor and main characters in Only Murders in the Building excel at sharing their personalities with viewers, and there are many fascinating and funny quotes from Season 2 that help paint a complete picture of who everyone is. "Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be great at something." Poppy shares her ambitions. Cinda Canning's assistant Poppy White isn't the most likable Only Murders in the Building character, as Cinda is always looking out for herself and doesn't care if she hurts the trio in the process. But in Season 2, the spotlight is on Poppy and how she wishes that she could become something bigger than her current role. When Poppy explains that she has dreamed of success, happiness, and fame, it's hard not to sympathize with how hard she works for a boss who dislikes her, pities her, and will never promote her. The twist that Poppy is Becky Butler makes this quote even sadder since Cinda has been using Poppy. "No, I only sue Judd Apatow." Amy Schumer chats with Oliver. Amy Schumer isn't in many episodes of Season 2, but she shares some funny scenes with Oliver at the start of the season. When she asks if he's Oliver Putnam, he asks if she's suing him, and she makes this comment about the famous writer, director, producer. While some would laugh and say that they're joking after, Amy is totally serious, and this line shows that she is loud, brave, bold, and will say anything that she wants, even if it makes someone feel awkward and uncomfortable. It doesn't seem like Amy will actually adapt the podcast for TV, and even Oliver seems to know it, and the two characters have a tough time talking and relating to each other. Don't be too good at a job you don't want. Cinda Canning gives some advice when talking to Poppy. Cinda tells her, "When I was an intern at the Post, Kay Graham gave me a great piece of advice," and shares that Poppy might not want to be an assistant, but she does a great job helping Cinda and keeping all of the pieces in motion. Cinda's words scare Poppy, as now Poppy realizes why she has never gotten promoted or even told that she's doing an excellent job all of these years. Cinda likes feeling powerful, and she's worried that Poppy will feel confident and proud of herself. "It's definitely a terrible place to work." The memes. Charles. Oliver gets excited in episode 7. One of Oliver's funniest Only Murders in the Building quotes is in the episode Flipping the Pieces, when he and Charles Hayden Savage are concerned about not having heard from Mabel in a while. Oliver talks about texting with her and then starts getting excited about memes. While Oliver is passionate and optimistic and loves to come up with dramatic quotes for the podcast, Oliver also says some silly and random lines. These contribute to the comforting, light-hearted tone of the show and prove how fun-loving this character is, whether he's talking about texting or complaining that he can't walk upstairs. Oliver loves being dramatic, and his words make the show as funny as it is. A mystery is just a puzzle. Mabel reflects on her dad's wisdom in episode 7 when thinking about her childhood and how much she cared about her dad, and how much it hurt when she lost him. Mabel Mora remembers that he once told her that mysteries and puzzles are the same thing. This quote is significant as it not only allows viewers to learn more about Mabel's family, but Mabel knows that this advice will help her solve Bunny's murder. Although Mabel might know how these words can assist her right now, she's going to keep this wisdom in the back of her mind, and she knows that it will come in handy at some point. Mabel is a smart, mature person who likes seeing how things fit together. Everyone's just so obsessed with my past. Mabel shares why she likes Alice as Season 2 wraps up. Fans realize that Alice Banks is nothing like the kind, creative, and compelling love interest that Mabel deserves. Mabel doesn't trust Alice after she lies and uses her to get closer to the story behind Bunny's murder and the mysterious happenings at the Arconia. Before Alice hurts Mabel, Mabel explains that people care too much about her background and continues, "Maybe that's why I love being with you. You're just new, and you make me feel new." This quote is all the more upsetting and heartbreaking considering how badly Alice behaves and how Mabel never wants to see her again. But for the time being, it's a painful reminder of how Mabel has never had someone in her life who she felt was on her side, besides Oliver and Charles. "Can I get a doggy bag?" Oliver loves dips from the diner while Only Murders in the Building has countless plot twists. The show also focuses on the differences between the main characters. When Charles and Mabel are ready to spring into action and find more clues leading to Bunny's killer, Oliver asks about taking home his dips from their local diner. One of Oliver's biggest quirks is his enjoyment of dips, and while his friends are frustrated with him in this moment since he's focusing on something unimportant, Oliver feels that the little things in life matter. Oliver has had a tough time learning that he isn't his son's biological father, and he just wants to appreciate his favorite food. "Shut up. That's our slogan." Howard and Jonathan bond in Episode 8 in the Season 2 episode Hello Darkness. Howard Morris begins falling for his neighbor Jonathan as they spend the evening together. When Jonathan says that he would like to be a librarian, Howard says that's his job and they exchange this hilarious banter. Howard has always been at the center of the action, frequently talking to the trio in Season 1 and even seeming like he could have been part of Tim Kono's murder at some point. It's heartfelt to see Howard and Jonathan share a nice moment that has nothing to do with the scary mystery at the core of the show. That is a great name for a TV show. Charles records a voice memo in Episode 9. Charles is one of the best Only Murders in the Building characters because he lets his creative quirks out at random moments and it's always hilarious and unforgettable. In a brief Season 2 scene, Charles uses the term criminal mastermind and then records a voice memo on his phone, saying that would be a perfect TV series title. This quote is not only funny but also speaks to how Charles is always thinking about potential creative projects. He doesn't like that he has stopped acting for a while and is hurt that he has been given such a tiny role in the Brazos reboot. Charles knows that at some point, he will find a satisfying project again, and fans root for him. "I hope you charge rent to the people inside your head." Rose Cooper makes this wise remark in Episode 9. Finding out that Rose Cooper lied about being Bunny's mom Leonora Folger is a shock, and Rose shares a sweet scene with Charles when she says that she loved his father and that his dad loved him, too. Rose also gives Charles some helpful advice about not thinking about what other people think so much. While Rose's words can't erase the years that Charles spent wishing his dad would pay more attention to him or the time that he has spent grieving and missing him, Rose does help Charles see that he can move forward with a sense of peace and security.